guys, welcome to Bodega Nights, a time where friends get together and talk about different things.
Anything.
Not every single thing. That's a disclaimer. Anyway, guys, we have some special friends here. You know me. I'm the ironic gamer, and right here we have Saxo.
I'm the fat Chinese troll Saxo,
and we have his brother.
Kaiser Sensei Lawrence person.
Lawrence! And we have two special friends here direct from Manila.
I'm Liui, the rubber bender.
And we have...
Liui. Just a normal cosplayer.
Alright, just a normal cosplayer.
Just a normal
Just kidding.
cosplayer, Liui Aquino.
Yes, right now we have the Aquino. They're not brothers in any way.
Yes.
Is that... Cassie can confirm that you are not related?
Yeah, we are not related.
Why are you denying?
I'm not denying it. It's just we're not really.
not
We're actually not sure if we're blood related because the Aquino clan is very.
They spread out.
Yeah, they spread out.
Well, maybe you call them an ancestry of some sort?
Yeah, sort of.
Like ancient, super ancient.
Yeah, we'll try to trace.
Okay, I think let's stop making a Yellow Dynasty conspiracy theory.
Anyway, so these guys were just in here for our very fun Otaku Fest. Gosh, Liui, you brought in a lot of people. I mean, this is the very first time I saw an event where people were early.
Okay.
That's a big thing here in this country. Punctuality, earliness. That is a rarity. You see it, you know something's going down.
Big event in Cebu happens. In the morning, nothing, because we reserve it all for after lunch.
Because we're pretty much asleep.
Yeah, and I can testify to that because last year I was here, I saw what happened. Yeah, it's a very big difference.
Yes.
We still love you.
Yeah, right.
But Liui, it's your first time here in Cebu, right?
Yes.
So, what do you think about it?
It's same thing. The same thing that I told you. It's crazy. People are crazy, but it's in a good way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I guess we're different. I mean,
crazy and crazy in a good way, and also fun.
Okay, so what's the fun thing you've had so far?
Aside from the food, yeah.
Oh, the food's always good here.
Food's awesome.
I'm sure you had the stereotypical lechon.
The people. Yeah. The people are very nice and
Okay.
crazy. And I really feel the warmth they gave me when I guess from yesterday. It was really, really, really special.
Oh, that's good. So, Lyron, how's your first time in Cebu when you came here? Did you feel that warmth too? Or is it no, because everyone came in the afternoon?
Well, I'm sure you felt the warmth of the morning sun.
Oh yeah, I sure did because I passed by the event early in the morning. I saw only a handful of people there.
Oh yeah. Actually, I noticed that this time around you actually walked around. I remember the first time you were here, you kind of stayed, I think, in the back room.
Yep, we just stayed inside the back room. They won't. We're actually being held there.
Against your will.
Kinda, yeah. Well, I guess they're just trying to make sure that we're safe and because they don't know how the crowd will react with the guests because being labeled as guests means you're someone special. So they're not sure if the crowd may just go to us or swarm us around.
They're concerned about people stampeding toward you.
And I just told them, no, don't worry too much because we're here to enjoy and we're here to make the crowd enjoy the event. That's the point of it, right?
Yeah.
So we try to blend in with the crowd as much as we can.
Actually, I remember you had a rock star moment in this Otaku Fest, right?
Actually, it was a big surprise because we were not expecting to be called up on stage and do a performance. And I can't think of anything to do because the character is basically he.
Actually, yeah. What was your character so the people know?
I was actually cosplaying Samurai Flamenco.
Huh.
Yeah, he's a very new. He's quite new series, so it's not really that popular yet.
I recall it's like a almost like a parody on Super
Kick-Ass actually, because the story is about a guy who's a very big fan of of Metal Heroes and Super Sentais, and he's frustrated because he wanted to become a hero as well, but in real life he's actually working as a model.
And that's where the kick-ass thing ends.
Yeah.
Kick-ass
So
was
basically
never a
he became
model.
Vigilante.
So
type of guy.
it's basically Kick-Ass Tokusatsu version.
Yes, exactly. But on this one, there's more of a slice of life kind of story, and what do you call that? There was a character improvement because he met a scientist who actually developed some equipments for him.
So did the scientists like develop it for him, or figured, hey, this guy's foolish enough to like test my dangerous things? Yeah, sure, I'll make you superior. Please sign all these waivers.
Yes.
You
Well, actually, he
fulfill your
also
dream?
got famous because because people are starting to notice him and taking videos and with their mobile devices, and he got famous on the web.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
So-
like Kick-Ass.
yeah, just like Kick-Ass.
Oh, okay. So
So
was it
it
really
really-
based off Kick-Ass, or
Yeah, I think it is based off Kick-Ass.
So essentially, it is Kick-Ass Tokusatsu version.
Yeah, kind of.
except he has to be pretty because
He's
come
a-
on, kawaii senpai.
Yes.
I don't know. Is he pretty?
Kawaii Senpai Liui. notice us.
So is he pretty in the pretty boy sense or pretty in the macho sense?
Pretty boy sense.
Oh, okay. Because I think of pretty in the sense of senpai notice me, and then I think of
He-Man?
I think of like pretty as in macho a la Fist of the North Star and
Yeah,
JoJo's
'cause
Bizarre
on the
Adventure.
on the side of it, the fans are actually giving him the yaoi touch because of his partner, policeman.
Oh,
Right,
now-
I recall.
No. Rule 30,
Whoa.
Rule 34 has to apply at that point.
Stop. No, bad Paolo. Bad.
I will never.
This is the internet. We're far better than that.
I will never.
Right?
I will never explain what that meant.
Don't search it. Don't. Please.
Oh, great. Now everyone's searching it. Now we're blaming you, Lawrence. So, Louis, what were you cosplaying as?
Just Hiccup.
Oh, it was a hiccup, or...
the guy from How to.
Oh, yeah, I heard you, like, that... I think a few people saw the photo, right? Maybe
Yeah, just few.
6 of them. No, but yeah, I mean, but hey, people seem to really like you.
People are fanboying and fangirling over you over on Kotaku.
Fans spazzing over him.
Yeah, my cousin is one of those fangirls who's been fangirling over you. She can't stop talking about you. Oh.
Like in the cute way, or like the slightly creepy, I'm going to cut my hair and stuff into a
cute
doll.
way. Very,
Okay,
very
good.
cute.
Let's
Like
just
the
stick
cute
to the
way.
cute way. I vote for the cute way.
She's
In a cute way. She's a nice girl.
yeah.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, but how do you find the fans here? Like, since you kind of went around, is it different, like with the fan bases you've noticed?
I don't know. I'm not really sure how to describe them because I have security. So I don't. Do you know who is my security?
I think I might be familiar with him, but that wasn't there during your meet and greet.
It's you, right?
I did some things, to make sure that no one would tackle you unless we had the video
The
camera
feeling's
out.
like World War Z. People are running and then suddenly they will stop.
I think we're watching the wrong movie. I'm pretty sure World War Z they did not stop.
Yeah, plot twist. I have a security. Sorry.
The M Nama Shalamalamalam thing.
Shyamalamalan.
But yeah, but actually, this is the first time I actually got to see a meet and greet. Like, because I see meet and greets, but it's like, oh, there's a table, then I kind of walk away. But actually, I saw yours. You're actually very intimate with your fans. You actually like giving them the time and really being there. And that's actually something surprising. It's just,
Yeah. I've seen so many meet and greet activity before, and I don't feel like doing the same thing that they're doing. They're like sitting
on the table,
and then like next, and then like that, and then I really want to have interaction with the fans, so they will feel more closer to me, and I
Okay.
am reachable, not like others like
Senpai, notice me.
have boundaries. Yeah, like that. I really want to, as much as possible, notice everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and if the people are like staying outside queuing,
Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I just touched senpai.
That isn't me. That isn't me. That isn't me.
But yeah, but
Yeah, so I feel them, I stand up to if they're queuing and standing and waiting for a long long time, I must do it also, so it will
Okay.
be.
But you do it not because you have to. You do it because you actually really like your fans.
I really love them. Without them, I'm not here.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Senpai,
My
please be
kokoro.
gentle.
No, but I mean that is honest, and that is really something I saw as read it because I've been to a number of conventions with different meet and greets, and it really was the here's the table, I will sign your thing, hi, hello, here's your signature, then next person. You also think you had like 3 minutes or something per person?
They told me it'll be like 2 minutes. It's a common thing.
Okay.
But others have like 1 minute or just sign it and then next like that. Me, I prefer 2 or 3 minutes or more if possible, but of course we don't have much time. So we kinda try to accommodate everyone as much as I can. But the organizers, have to limit it.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's actually surprising because there are actually male fans.
Oh no, there's always male
They're
fans.
always
I was waiting for them to say, Senpai, notice me.
We're talking about real guys here, okay?
Yeah, we're talking about. No, I mean, I can appreciate. I really appreciate your work.
I really appreciate them, and then even the real guys and not so girls and the not so
They were all
girls.
giggling, the fanboys.
There are a lot.
Senpai, notice me.
Yeah, but I mean, like the workmanship of your things, from the makeup to the acting, is something that I respect. I mean,
Oh, cool.
it's very well done. I mean, I can never deny good work.
Okay.
I mean, I think Paolo knows this when it comes to like even some games. Even if I don't play them, I'm saying games because you guys know I do thermal gaming. I can always appreciate something for the system and the work going into it, even though I don't necessarily consider myself part of said community.
Or if you haven't, or if you only know the game through watching videos.
Not even just videos, as in I read at least I look into what it is and just appreciate it for what they're trying to push versus, because I've seen people, I'm sure you see this in the cosplay world where people just do things just for either popularity, just for an ego boost.
Yes.
The same way in games, they do things
Agree,
just
agree.
because, we need to make more money.
Yes.
Either we need to make more money or we're trying to make a point. We'll make the point, but everything else about the game is going to be pretty bad.
Or they're just
I'm looking at
craving
you,
for
new
exposure.
FIFA, Call of Duty,
Yeah.
NHL, and all the other sports games.
I'm looking at you, Depression Quest.
But I'm curious though. There's since cosplay has been a bit mainstream right now because I think like when I was in high school, it was never a big thing. It's
Yeah,
actually
no,
Jenny
it's
C. It's a
not.
weird
They
thing
told
to
me
do.
it's like an underground.
It's a taboo back then.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was actually a pretty big taboo. I don't know what was worse, being like considered cosplaying or gaming. What was worse then?
Cosplaying.
Cosplaying.
Wow.
Admittedly.
Because,
Cosplaying.
Because there were a lot of people playing games. I mean,
yeah,
especially.
games are more mainstream than cosplaying because if you're cosplaying, you're like a retard.
They're more likely to find frat boys going into internet cafes and being belligerent over what they thought was a rigged match of Call of Duty. Then you will see a bunch of frat boys cosplaying.
Yes,
Ah.
I agree.
So since it got more mainstream, I don't know if it's because the Myrtle thing and the other stuff.
Wait, not Call of Duty, Counter-Strike.
But when it came mainstream, people see it as people are doing it because it just makes you popular or because it's just a nice step up. Either to some people say it's for modeling, acting, or whichever. But I mean, you guys have been really in community, and you guys are obviously very passionate about what you do. Can you at least give an idea to why would you do it? I mean, like, do people do it because they really love the crafting? Do they do it because they are such a big fan that they want to present it?
Who you first?
Why?
Yeah, I mean, you think
I know
because
a
of the
lot of-
passion, the fans, or is it because
If you ask me why I cosplay, back 3 years back, then I'm like, I just wanna feel younger.
Okay.
Just wanna feel younger, and I don't really do much.
Well, we're always as young as we feel.
Yeah, but I really wanna feel younger.
Okay.
Yeah, and then what else? I wanna meet people who share the same interests, of course. I mean, animes, cartoons, DreamWorks, Disney, and what else? What else? It's like I can't explain that thing. You just wanna be belong.
Oh yeah, I mean everyone wants to belong, and especially if it's something that you feel is a little weird.
Because
It's kind of hard to get into things.
when I was younger, my parents are really strict. They want me to, finish studies in normal way, or they just want me to focus on my studies. And I'm like, I forgot being an otaku.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like a comeback for me.
So for you, it's just kind of recapturing youth and just
Yes.
feeling that passion you had that was kind of just
Yes.
kept away from you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Exactly.
Getting back into that enthusiasm.
I really appreciate my parents.
Oh no, we always do, and they
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
think about what's
Because
best.
other cosplayers think that their parents are not supporting them like that. But for me, I kind of think like they just wanna they want me to finish my studies first before I can do anything I want like that. And then when after that, I think it became a very good result for me.
Oh yeah, I mean, in the end, parents always want what's best, and I mean, it's never. I mean, when they don't support certain hobbies, it's not
Yes.
because they don't care for you. It's just because they just really want what's best for you.
And I think spending your own money to your own to your hobby is better than asking them. For
yeah,
it.
well, not just. I mean, it makes you more. It makes it more personal.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and then that was like 3 years ago. But now, after a few years of cosplaying, my goal evolves into like I wanna represent my country.
Wow.
I
Okay.
wanna meet a lot of people, not just in Philippines, but all over the world like that. And I wanna be like
very
recognized.
I wanna be the
very
very
best.
best.
Yeah.
Like
No
one
one
ever
ever
was. We can't sing any further, or we have to pay for this song.
Yes.
We don't wanna be DMCA'd.
I thought there's like public domain and all that.
No, that's not public domain at all.
We don't
Not
wanna
in
be.
any way.
We don't want to be screwed by the DMCA. Don't want to be screwed by the DMCA.
I mean, that's a nice thing. And that's one thing I've always assumed was people do it because of the passion for it. But I guess it's when it became mainstream. Do you feel when it became mainstream that passion was disappearing or became hard to find?
To be honest, I don't really care if it's mainstream or not. They keep on giving new tags to new cosplayers like
The Myrtles.
that's Myrtle is very nice. Maybe the fans are not.
Oh no, it's the same thing. Like,
you know,
fans can be a little weird.
Yeah, weird.
Spooky.
That reflects Myrtle's what do you call this?
Because I remember, I mean, I'm not name
But
dropping
it's
simply
not
because
really-
I think it was a term that was actually used in a number of
They
conventions.
used before.
Because I've actually had that. I went to
No,
ToyCon. It said, "Oh, murag Myrtle" or "Parang Myrtle."
Oh,
But I've heard
yeah.
that I didn't understand what it actually meant because I was
Those
not
people
familiar
who call
with the term.
cosplayers Myrtle they don't really have any idea about cosplay.
Oh, okay.
But now it already evolved again
Oh, okay, that's
into
good.
Jaja cosplayers.
Jeje cosplay.
Jaja.
Yeah, from the subculture Jejemons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, what is a Jeje cosplayer? I mean, for myself, Jejemon is the weird texting thing and the weird way of acting.
Yes.
So, what would a Jeje cosplayer be?
They're like the ones who are who are just doing the cosplay but not actually doing it right. They're like into it for just for the sake that they cosplay, just to blend
Okay.
in.
But for
Are
me,
they essentially not trying to do their best at it?
Yeah.
Are they intentionally doing it?
Yeah.
So, it's just to be like part of something, or
Yes,
just
just to
to
belong
say
to
that you
something.
Like
can belong?
It's
Yeah.
like they're trying to be part of a trend.
But they're
Yes.
they're trying to be part of the trend, but they're trying to be different at the same time.
No, they're trying to be part of the trend in a way that they don't really understand it.
Okay.
They only see it as something, but not as a whole. They only
Yeah, it's like those people, especially like nowadays, that superheroes are so mainstream because of the Marvel movies. Oh, I know so much about Marvel now
Yes.
because of the movies.
exactly.
Okay.
Like it's like the pseudo comic book fans,
Yes.
like
But-
that.
with respect to Jaja cosplayers, I really appreciate also them also because they are also the one who what do you call this?
Made the people more aware about the hobby.
Yes.
Okay.
Without them, there's no crowd.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Without them,
the crowds.
half of my popularity is nowhere.
okay, I
And-
mean, in fairness, half of your popularity is still a lot more than all of us combined right now. Especially, I think Channel 14 probably has like.
We're still at Faithful 14, my good sirs! Faithful 14!
Yeah, but
At least you guys have regular followers.
because
Faithful 14.
these judge cosplayers, I used to be one of them before when I was starting.
Okay.
You
You kind of just want to try to fit in.
Yeah, I want to be belong. You know.
Okay, well, I guess the feeling of belongingness. I mean, that's
Yeah.
something that's especially with again niche hobbies.
Niche.
Cosplaying has always been a niche thing. Gaming, not much niche anymore. But we generally always wanted to feel like we belong somewhere,
Yes.
and especially if it's it's a hobby that people perceive as unusual, strange, weird. Knowing that there's someone else who loves it just as much as you do in does similar ways just makes you feel, hey, there are people like me, and I can actually relate.
Yes.
So
And then one time last comic fiesta in Malaysia, we have interview with the media, and there's this one one girl who asks all the guests what we can say about these people who don't know how,
Who don't know how to cosplay or who don't understand what cosplay
understand
is?
cosplay, or like doing cosplay in the wrong way. Every guest gave their advice on what to do with those people, but me, I have a different point of
Okay.
view.
Can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm like, why are you minding these people? You just need to understand that they are just starting. Me, when I was starting, I learned it from the hard way.
Okay.
I research alone, and then I received lots of bad criticisms. Like, I don't know. I even called cosplay as cosplay, COST. So I can say I'm like that before. Everybody was like that. So, but be careful when you criticize this. Small people. I mean, small
Because there's still a
beginners.
difference between newbie and noobs.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Exactly, because these people might be someone
Who has a very big potential.
or he can change the world like that. He can change, like he can be a butterfly someday,
Or a moth.
Yeah, or yeah, or a
Well,
or a Gyarados, right?
Oh,
From
from a Magikarp to
Magikarp
Gyarados.
to Gyarados. Yeah.
Finally,
That's the
Magikarp,
point.
you have a use.
And
Or
I'm
you
one of the
change.
Gyarados.
Or you end up in that one weird blue Magikarp that
Yeah,
turns into
so
the freaking
for
red
me-
Gyarados.
Is it blue Magikarp?
I
The shiny.
I think that's a shiny
It
Magikarp.
depends. There, Magikarp with gold, and then there's a blue, and then there's also a red Magikarp.
But the red one's like the normal one.
Oh, it's orangey.
Is it orange?
Or
orangey.
I'm trying to remember what the
Isn't that
shiny.
red
Because,
Gyarados from
Yeah.
Silver?
There
Yeah,
are
that's the
weird
shiny one.
Pokemons before, like
Yeah, it's-
What do you mean
started with
before? You see the
It
ones
started on the
now?
second
no,
generation.
the
Yeah.
first.
Yeah,
the
that was
first,
the generation that
first
actually had
generation.
color.
They even
Yeah.
have a gold Magikarp. But okay,
The first gen with shinies.
okay.
I recall that. Somewhere.
right. And then I don't know where it came from though. So maybe there's something.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. I mean there are a lot of people new. I mean in my hobby, which is being Geardo and things, where I collect lots of equipment, we're extremely critical. We are the extremely critical bunch, and we really don't pull any punches, even if you're new to it or not. We're the type of people that second we something wrong, we will tell you. However, when we do criticize and tell you things, it's never out of spite. But we will never pull back the punches. We'll tell you, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, do this, do this. But it's never because we're trying to say we're better. It's not because that. It's simply, no, we're trying to help you and you have to go this way.
So you're very straight to the point.
So very straight to the point. From you guys, I mean, I see where you're coming from, especially when the most common people who enter cosplay, these are people in their, 14s, 16s,
Yes,
coming in?
early teens.
Or maybe younger.
Yes.
Or maybe
And
younger.
I guess I see where the sensibilities can be a lot more fragile. Because some
Yes.
people enter my hobby of gear wisdom, we enter it in our like early 20s, and sometimes some
You're
people enter
usually
30s,
more mature
40s.
now,
Mhm.
right?
So I can see where the things are over there.
Also,
Did you experience that actually, where you felt a little hurt?
yeah, but it's a matter of how you will interpret it. For me, I think I am more mature on taking criticisms. I just
Yeah, you criticized me when we first met.
yeah, but I didn't.
Goes to Lyron, I don't like
But
your
I
hair.
didn't close
Change it.
my door.
Let me quote. You saw me and then,
Yeah.
who the heck is this guy?
In my mind, I thought, but I was so honest to tell you that
Yeah, I was actually surprised you had the gut to tell me that.
I didn't tell that to anyone but
I don't
to him.
that one.
I don't know.
Because, why are you wearing Kaito in Vocaloid? Wearing what's that?
The Cyberneko Kaito.
Yeah, and
What now?
That
I
time
was
the-
judging him.
You were being a cat dude, weren't
I
you?
was
Yes.
staring from afar and I was
A
like
Neko guy.
judging
Neko
this
boy.
guy. Why is he doing
Okay.
that?
At least it,
Because that was the time when Vocaloid was a very big hit.
Yes.
Yeah, the
even
mascot
have
who
a-
turned into something huge. I
Yeah.
didn't understand that.
Actually, it's a voice.
They even have a
voice
convention for
program.
that.
Is a convention
Yamaha.
for that?
Yeah, that's when that's the time I met him.
Voca Cop.
I saw him. I didn't
Vocal
met him
fiction.
because I don't want to talk to him.
Wow,
because
he
he's
even has
wearing
a fancy name.
that
Hey, they have
that thing.
hologram
Okay.
Hanging
concerts.
Okay, okay.
Very very
She was at
sexy.
and
then he's doing all the
sang at the
Neko pose.
UN once.
Oh, okay.
I'm judging him.
I guess again, I mean that's how we
Or
all
the
start
Olympics.
because we're
Yeah.
still trying to
He
figure
was
it out. We're trying to
international.
figure out where we're supposed to be,
Yeah.
and I think that goes with any hobby where you're trying to fill out the water, and you feel like if you do the wrong thing early on, you'll be ostracized,
Mhm.
and you feel like if you don't shame certain people, you'll be ostracized again. But I think that doesn't mean like the person's generally bad. It just I guess it's a tough thing with any hobby.
Mhm.
By the way, since after that first meeting, how did you actually become friends? Because obviously you're okay with each other, or one of you be dead right now, I guess.
We kind of kill each other
In our
privately.
heads.
Privately,
Yeah.
But none of you tried to eat each other in your heads.
we're frenemies. Frenemies again.
Oh yeah, that's a new term I learned today, or was it yesterday? Frenemy. Apparently, it's a friend who's really your enemy.
Why did you learn it just today? Was it because of these two or something that happened in your life?
Oh, it's probably these two. I've never heard of it. I mean, my term is you're a friend or you're an enemy or your acquaintance
Okay.
or TBD.
I've heard the term before.
He
TVD.
says like with such a dark tone. I've heard that term. Dark days.
Those were the days.
So, do you want to eat those people?
No, I'm talking about the frenemies.
Do you want to eat those people?
No, I just think back to certain anime plots and.
Do you want to eat those people?
So in an anime plot, are you like the main character or that like guy who's a rival turned your friend,
Me? I would
or
be
you're
the-
like a Yamcha?
Everybody wants to be the hero.
Yeah, I'm the hero type.
Or
I want
are
to be
you the
Master Roshi?
or are you the heroic mentor that dies midway?
That's my second choice.
Really? That's the second choice?
So you're Zeppeli.
Something that kept me alive longer.
So you're Zeppeli.
Because those characters are really cool.
So
No,
you're
the-
Zeppeli.
No, the cool characters are the evil ones who are actually aiming for something.
So
good.
you're Dio.
They're the cool characters.
So you're Dio.
Those are cool characters, I'll
See?
admit.
So you're Dio, he's Zeppeli, and I want to be JoJo.
What's
Fine.
Jojo? Is that like a monkey?
It's
No,
a-
Jojo.
Mojo?
JoJo's Bizarre. JoJo's
Oh.
Bizarre Adventure. Sunlight.
Sorry, the only Jojo I know is Mojo.
Yeah.
Actually, they're
I
saying
am
Buddha
Mojo
because it's
Jojo.
nothing.
That's Zawald. That's Zawald
Oh, yeah.
saying it.
Actually, that's what got me into
Star
like some
Platinum
indie
is-
comics was that PPG doujinshi
Yes,
made
right.
by
Yeah,
what's his name?
right.
Liedman?
The,
Yeah, I
the
enjoyed
one
that thing.
I'm remembering a lot is
That's actually what got me into some indie comics here.
What
Oh,
I
but
like
I've-
about Mojo Jojo is he invented the three rough.
Oh, the Rowdy Rough
Rowdy
Boys.
Rough
Yeah.
Boys.
I love that episode.
Yeah.
I love the Rowdy Rough Boys. I mean, when they first came out, and then, holy shoot,
And their weakness
they're
is
like
girls.
Oh yeah, their weakness was like
Girly
kisses,
stuff.
cheek, girly
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, cookies and all that.
Yes.
Have you watched that episode?
And then they exploded back into the things that made them.
Then for some reason they came back in later episodes
Yes.
Because of
cartoon logic.
No, him.
Him?
Him brought them back being he's supposed to be...
He's friggin' the devil in that.
No,
in that
no, it's
universe.
never been
He's a devil.
Oh yeah, it's never been quoted
He's a
as the devil or a
No.
devil or even demon. It's
No.
just he's
him.
him.
So that's why I'm using not the.
No, that's
Or
even
at
not
least that's the sort of feel you get out of him. So, him
Evil.
and has supernatural powers.
From the depths of the under there.
Well, at least he's better than the red guy. I am Weasel.
Yeah, actually. Yeah,
the red guy-
him has actually
Yeah,
done
yeah, I know
significant
that.
So the
stuff
red guy
to
is a fat American troll.
No, the red guy is the red guy.
Oh, okay.
He's also me. I mean, that's something I like. People grew up with him. I relate more to the red
Red
guy
guy.
just because I saw more as a kid.
I saw more. I saw more because
of chicken.
he was in Count Chicken. I Am Weasel. He guest starred more often.
Pork
in
butts
other
and
stuff.
taters.
I remember we saw.
Oh yeah,
We
pork
watched-
butts, tater and taters.
Uh,
I don't want to eat the satyr.
cartoons.
I don't want to eat the satyr.
Cartoons.
Cartoons.
Oh
That's
yeah,
where
but
all
they
the
have all the
pilots.
weird pilot episodes.
Yes.
The one when Dexter and Dee Dee constantly turned into different animals.
Powerpuff was against.
I remember that.
I love that segment and then Powerpuff Girls
Against Fuzzy Lumpkins and then
With the meat gun.
the meat gun
and
and
the Bubbles went insane when one of
her
pigtails
pigtails
turned into a drumstick.
chicken drumstick.
I miss those things, the pilot episodes, and there are a few that were really interesting.
Yeah. That
Um,
never became cartoons
Yeah.
when I really wanted them to become cartoons.
And you would think they were kids show.
yeah, but when you look now,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
They're
think that's
not.
actually a good show. Is the one that you can appreciate as a kid, and when you get older and you watch it again, it just becomes even more interesting.
Are you trying to
Which
make
actually goes
comments?
with Disney. Lots of Disney movies that you enjoy as a kid, you watch again. Oh, there's a level of things I did not understand.
exactly right.
Was your comment earlier referring to Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
Okay, no, Ren and Stimpy, I don't think there's really any age that it was okay.
I remember the episode when Stimpy was evolving
Into a man.
into a man. He went and found Ren's corn magazines.
Quote unquote corn magazines.
I still remember like the
And
weird,
Ren
like,
was acting
postman.
like a guy who wanted Stimpy to put him on welfare. Like Stimpy was the welfare.
I remember that it ended with Stimpy licking the corn magazines and placing them on them, and it formed a cocoon
Then became Superman and flew away.
into the sun.
Ah, old cartoons. They were so.
Jiffy.
No, suddenly Adventure Time and stuff don't seem perfectly fine.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm actually curious about that one. Anytime I go to conventions, I generally see lots of Eastern-based cosplays in the sense that it's generally animes or like certain games. How come Western ones, even though it's never seemed too popular, like you don't see like Powerpuff Girls, you don't really see things like Darkwing Duck, you don't really see Western memorabilia as something being cosplayed. Is that because there's a weird fandom, or is that from you seeing your community like you shouldn't do that?
No, not really, because the quote unquote otaku community is mainly concerned about the Japanese culture. So associating with the Western culture is a bit of a different thing. So usually most of the events are concentrated on the Japanese theme idea than the Western. Usually the Western events are very close to being just Western.
Oh, okay.
It's just recently that they're becoming more open to the idea of combining the Western and the Japanese culture together since they're both animated and comic.
Actually, the thing about it, I think the first popular Western one I really saw was actually Liui's, which was Hiccup, which is actually Western. Actually, thinking about it.
Just to be clear, there's no taboo about. There's nothing like forbidden about
Using
about
Western material.
Yes.
About having that intersect.
No, not much
Okay.
of a taboo there.
I think it's
okay.
more sort of a popularity concern. Like, because I noticed here in the Philippines, when it comes to the general fandom of stuff, even in what I noticed with comic books, a lot of local comic books and artists, most sway more to the eastern side because in the Philippines, we're exposed to more anime, especially like GMA with the Tagalog dubbed stuff.
Yes.
Oh gosh, Tagalog dub. I've never Slam Dunk, the most
Slam Dunk.
interesting one. I've seen Tagalog dub, Cebuano dubbed. I've seen it dubbed in so many local languages.
Ghost Biter.
Hey, Ghost Fighter in Tagalog was pretty amusing. In fairness.
Yoji.
Oh, Eugene.
No, Eugene.
Ate Kao Vincent.
Oh, Eugene.
Ate Kao Vincent.
Wala ka sa toot ko. Ulo pa lang. 10-inch na.
Ate Kao Vincent. Banso. I'm not gonna go any further than that.
I know.
But so there is no like a weird thing that because actually I remember one event I went to. I think it was HopCon, where I actually came in with one of my kits, and one of the organizing judges actually asked me, "Oh, are you going to be joining the company because it looks really nice?" And actually, just bluntly, I forgot to name the lady. It's a nice lady. I just told her bluntly, I'm not allowed to join your competition," and she kind of got shocked. Like, "What do you mean? Your competition specifically states it has to be Eastern material. I'm Western material." And she kind of had this dumbfounded look in her face, like, "We have that rule?" And she looked at it. It specifically said Eastern only. That's why I first kind of. So is there a stigma towards it? That's actually what brought up the question.
Actually, in cons, not all the. Sometimes there are, what do you call this? Volunteers who are not really informed about the rules for the competition. Usually, you can only get the information from the registration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't really distribute it to all of the staff.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yes.
Maybe it's probably just a regulatory thing for judging purposes.
It has to
Also,
be
so that
Eastern
they
because
can-
that's all
they
we
can just concentrate
understand.
on their task. For like these are for the car control, these are for the ticket sales, and these are for the security.
Actually, Lan, that's one thing I'm also curious about. Since you've done cosplay, you know more cosplayers than I do, very obviously. Is it really a big thing to like some egos if their character's not recognized, even if it's a niche character?
Yes, actually, it's a big. It's not really that much of a serious thing, but it's a bit of an offensive thing that when people label you as another character when you're not.
Red Power Ranger? Is that what?
Actually, yes. But if you're not really that close-minded towards it, and it's not really that bad.
Like it's just a common misunderstanding.
Yeah,
or
because mainly you can't really expect people to know every characters in every series, right?
Oh yeah, that's very true.
So yeah, you just have to put yourself on their shoe that hey they have no idea what I'm wearing anyway. So just let them be. But it's a big thing if someone knows who you are dressing up as, because that indicates that there are other fans as well besides you from the series, and that's the good stuff about it. It's like I had 3 encounters yesterday who knows my character, so that's a big thing for me.
Okay.
And it's a good thing, not the big bad thing.
Okay.
She was afraid to come out of the water.
Okay, so there's really no major stigma towards any type of thing, be it gaming, be it like Western, Eastern, book, comic, movie.
Oh, there are some.
There are.
For
Okay.
example, for gaming, for the gaming characters, it has this stigma that if you're cosplaying a game character, you have to know or you have to at least play the game.
Okay, and that's not the same with like animes or other
No.
things? Really? Okay.
It's a big deal especially for hardcore gamers, that if you're cosplaying or dressing up as the character from the game, especially now, one of the games is League of Legends. It's a very big game right now. So
Oh yeah, we have a number of episodes that in TWG. You should check those out.
So yeah, the gaming community of League of Legends are a bit anal about everyone who's cosplaying the game.
Okay.
So for example, if you're cosplaying a character and they would approach you, they would ask for your IGN. and if you can't give them anything, you'll be judged as a poser or just someone who's
That's interesting.
dressing up.
Huh.
It's a different story.
Yeah, it's a very different story.
Darn.
Yes.
For me, I don't.
But
really
for
cosplay
as a cosplayer's, in a cosplayer's perspective, I'd say if you know the character well enough, you've done your research, you just really appreciate the design or the character itself. It's okay to cosplay the character. You don't really have to go deep by playing the game. You just have to really know the character to love it, to understand the character. Well, that's the very basic concept of cosplay, anyway, right?
Yeah.
So that's the point of it. That's the point for me as a cosplayer. But for the gaming community, I'm not generalizing, but most of the people in the gaming community are giving out that idea that you have to be a gamer in order to cosplay the character.
Okay, actually, to answer that one, because it's something I think, do you understand why we act like that, or you're kind of confused why we act like that?
Honestly, right now I'm still confused.
Okay, I guess one thing, again, Paolo and I thought that we're not the best representatives of the majority, but we do have a good insight on the gamer community. Lots of times the reason why we're like that, especially towards things that seem to reflect our fandom, is gaming has always been has also been this weird niche thing. I mean, even among gamers, we have the FPS guys, the RTS guys, fighting gamers, racing gamers, and we generally do
We have
RPG gamers, JRPG gamers, which is different from
our-
RPG gamers.
Our subculture has
RPGs.
our subculture has subcultures within subcultures.
And there is a weird, sometimes a supposed hierarchy, which actually does not exist. But lots of these guys, when we play something, we really are so in depth because we feel like these are not just characters; these are lives you are living.
Yes.
And so when we see someone trying to represent it, we feel like this person should be reflective of not just the character, but of how I perceive them.
Basically,
So it's like every person who watches this plays the character. They have a very, very intimate relationship with it because of the amount of time they spent on it. I'm not saying otakus don't have the same thing when it comes to anime, but the average gamer, Jenny, has far more intimate relations with their
characters.
not in a bad way, with their characters versus, I guess, people who would watch anime.
So much so that
It's like-
so much so that they feel that any person who cosplays them
And it's not part of the community. It's just like
cosplays the character.
you don't understand
Yes.
why we love this person. So
Yes.
why are you even doing this?
Okay.
That's where it's
Basically,
coming from. Most
basically
of the time.
they think
Okay.
they say
Other times are just dicks.
yeah. Some of them basically need to see if you have the street cred.
Because like one thing, like I am a big fan when it comes to FPS things, mainly because that was my bread and butter for a long while. Because I was in the professional Counter-Strike scene. So when I see people doing like FPS kits, like in Cosmania, I saw a group doing what was supposed to be Arma 3 Army Rangers.
Okay.
Now, things I know real Army Rangers. I've trained with Army Rangers. I know how the game looks in Army Rangers. What they had nothing to do with the game. So immediately I felt insulted because I love this thing. I love everything it's about. And what are you doing? Why are you misinterpreting, misrepresenting what I love and care for? It's like, it's not a joke. I mean, I really care for it because it's something so intimate to me. I guess that might be where it's coming from.
I guess,
Because other gamers will see it who are not LOL things and will still appreciate what they're doing.
Yes.
But the ones who are attached to that thing, it's really, I've played this character, I've spent 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 hours on this, and you're making a mockery of it. That's what they feel like. And if you're not part of their scene, it's like, how do you understand like what we went through to figure this character out? It's that type of thing. It's that weird thing. But Jenny gamers, if we're not part of that thing, it's like, well, treat that like, hey, that is so cool.
I think the same thing apply with anime when the cosplayers are going out of character. When they're doing
Actually, I'm
something
curious,
that
what
really-
happens when people are out of character?
They're mostly doing stuff that are for fan service.
Oh, okay.
Some are just doing it for fun. Some are really just wanna do
Just to
it
understand,
for,
fan service is Jenny just doing things for fans' requests. Jenny things that may not be in tune to the character, but it's very amusing.
yeah. Well, some just do it because they wanted attention.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it can be very annoying because mainly this event happens at a public place, usually inside malls.
Mm-hmm.
So if you start doing something like a fan service, mainly your audience or your target audience would react and misbehave. They would start screaming. They would start jumping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
like-
it's really more of a public disturbance.
Yes,
Oh,
they're
okay.
causing public disturbance, and I'm not sure if they're aware of it, but I think they should be aware of it.
Well, fans will be fans. I guess that's the thing about it, especially if especially depending on what fan service is done.
Yes. So that's really that's a very bad thing to do
Okay.
for these cosplayers.
Okay, so actually, I'm curious. How much research goes into a character I hope I'm not going too much into this, but I'm actually curious, Lyron, when you choose a character, how much research do you go into for the character? I mean, besides making the costume, how much into the character's mindset and
How
things
much
you go?
for like example the behavior,
Okay.
how they handle situation. Sometimes if you can go for their accent, yeah, you can do that. What else? Their attitude,
Okay.
you can go down to that.
Trademark pose.
Yeah, trademark pose, their signature
Catchphrases.
items.
Yes.
Catchphrases.
Yes, catchphrases, punchlines.
For me, details.
Yes.
Also, simple details.
But usually it's more on the attitude
Attitude.
or
Yeah.
how you deliver yourself, or how you represent yourself as a character itself.
Oh, okay. Oddly, Louis, how much do you go into Hiccup, or I think you've also done
Oh.
Frost?
If I connect to the character, I see myself to it, let's say Hiccup, like that, I can see not just physically, because the first time I saw Hiccup, it's like, oh my god, I know this nose. It's the same.
That's how I've chosen it.
Yeah.
No.
The nose.
It is
The nose.
And the chin, the long chin, like that. No, aside from the the physical attributes of the character, it's more of if I can relate.
Okay. So how do you relate with training dragons?
No, it's like Hiccup. Hiccup is like a very coward before,
Okay.
and
He
then
was a wuss,
yeah, and then
pushover.
Mhm. And he likes to invent things. Also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you saw love yourself
And
in him.
I really love dragons, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, dragons are awesome.
Man.
Okay, so I'm actually a big dragon fan too. Are you more into Eastern dragons, Western European dragons?
I'll be honest. I am more of European and Asian. Eastern dragon.
Okay, so
For European, I'm more. The what's this?
Medieval.
Yeah, medieval.
Like
Okay,
the
which
British
one?
dragons, the legs and the wings.
or like the Saint George
Mhm.
dragon. things
You
like
know
that.
the black dragon.
Oh,
from-
yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And then, aside from that, the Loch Ness monster. It's actually a
The
dragon.
Loch Ness Man monster.
The Loch Ness monster is a dragon.
Well,
Come on.
I don't know if it really counts as a dragon. I mean, it is. I guess it's close
For
to the
me-
dragon family.
I think for me, it's a dragon.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it can be considered a
Yeah.
dragon.
It
Because
evolves because
And what's with the
it lives
accent?
in the.
In the water.
We're talking about Loch Ness monster.
Yeah, but,
So we have to talk a little Scottish. We're talking about the
I get you, mate.
That is not Scottish. That's Australian.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, looks like my cousin tries to be from Australia has arrived.
But I remember also dragons. That's actually a amusing thing in Skyrim. That was actually a really big issue with a number of gamers. Well, Skyrim doesn't have any dragons
It doesn't.
because the dragons in Skyrim are not dragons. Which actually, when I saw these aren't dragons.
Huh?
Yeah, these aren't dragons. These are I think the term was wyverns or worms.
Worms.
Wyverns.
Wyverns.
Wait, do they have wings?
They have
or
wings and legs. They don't have the
arms.
arms.
Wyverns.
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 I see.
Drakes,
Wyverns
are
drakes
drakes.
are different. Also.
Yeah. Then the Drake line, but they're not really
No,
dragons
drakes
as you
have
imagine them.
arms.
Ha.
Drakes are the ones with the arms.
Ha.
Wyverns are very small dragons.
No, not even some people don't consider them dragons because they don't have the arms, which is very key. Because even Shrek, the dragon there, had the arms. Even the
Wait,
original
the
one.
arms have to be there?
Yeah, that's a dragon.
I've seen some other sources that say that wyverns are a kind of
Yeah, they're a
They're like a
subsection of
subspecies.
it.
like subspecies
a subspecies
or
of
a
dragons.
genus.
Yeah.
A subspecies, a genus of dragons. Like the one I've been hearing a lot of
we
are like
have this cool book at home.
But wait,
What's it
one thing
called?
about wyverns, they don't breathe fire.
They don't breathe fire. but
no, some do. Some do breathe fire.
Okay.
Not all do, but
The only
some
thing
do.
I recall was that in this Dragonology book that I read.
I have that.
You have that.
I'm pretty sure I have mine somewhere
I'll
here.
show you the
actually.
photo.
And we have that too, the dragon.
Yes.
And it has the dragon eye thing.
The thing
and
I
the
remember-
puzzles.
have the same one.
Oh yeah.
Dragon breathe!
Dragonology.
Okay, Lyron, do you have the book too?
Nope.
Loser.
God damn it.
I have that because a friend gave it to me.
The thing I remembered about
During
wyverns was that they're so.
Hey, I want to guess one.
The thing I remember
I
is
love that
no
there's
arms,
even a dragon
but they're so
writing,
big
puzzles.
that they pluck
I don't have the
elephants
puzzle.
like an eagle
Like, there's a
plucks.
puzzle.
They're the colossal
rabbits.
dragons.
Like
I
a
only
word
have
puzzle.
The Dragonology
Colossal.
book. I only have that one.
Oh yeah, and in the Dragonology
Colossal
book,
Titan.
there's a thing where you could translate the dragon writing into
Yes,
English,
yes,
there's
yes.
the alphabet, and there's also the subspecies, the territories, and
There's a kangaroo
That's where
dragon.
I learned about that famous black dragon.
Oh yeah.
There's a kangaroo dragon.
yeah, and I love that book. It's amazing. It's like it's as if they're real.
They even teach you how to draw a dragon, right?
Yeah,
and
I
it's like
like
how
that section. I could never get that right. The drawing section.
there's even it even tells you how to raise one.
Yes.
How
I don't remember that section. I should go check that
And
again.
there's also a section on how to deal with a European dragon. Short answer
American
involves
Dragon.
meat and involves meat and gold.
yeah, me
That's
too.
but in fairness, that's more for red dragon, not just. I mean, red dragons have a thing for collecting treasures.
Basically, I'm talking about the hoarders.
Chinese dragons.
No,
Not really.
when they think red dragon, people think Chinese because Chinese
Yeah.
dragon is red. No, European red dragon is different from a Chinese red dragon.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is a Chinese red dragon
The
which supposed to be
Chinese red
protects a
dragon-
treasure.
Uh-huh.
The European red dragon doesn't protect the treasure. It
It hoards
collects
In
and hoards its own.
Dragonology, it's like the dragon, the Chinese dragon is very long,
Yeah,
and it's really
Serpent-like.
different from the red dragon. Right?
yeah, which is generally bulky.
And then, of course, classic with Chinese dragon. It always holds an orb in the.
That's
in
my Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. Correct, actually. In Dragonology, I remember how they explained that. It was
It's an
so
egg.
cool. It's an egg. It's supposed to be the egg.
Oh.
It's so cool. In the mythology, it's supposed to be a mystical item. In
So show the Dragon Ball.
Or they had to base it
Oh.
from somewhere.
Dragon Ball.
But yeah, but yeah, I mean, even I remember growing up. Actually, that's one reason why it actually made sense because I enjoyed dinosaurs as a kid. So Dragon Street just
Us
made the
too.
most sense. Like,
Yes.
oh my god, it's like super dinosaurs.
Exactly right. I mean,
They're the ultimate dinosaurs.
Do you have
I-
any
it-
theory
Flying to breathe
how
fire.
the
There were-
dinosaurs
Or
got
ice.
extinct? You know.
How the dinosaurs became one?
yeah, Rain of
Stay.
Fire. In the movie Rain of Fire, that's an interesting movie because it's apocalypse by dragons.
Rain of Fire. Did you watch that one? No.
No.
Okay, we're gonna watch that later. I'll see if I can get that. It's an old
epic
film.
movie.
Old movie.
Christian
I hope I-
Bale and Gerard Butler.
Yes, yes.
It's so epic.
Wait,
It's
was
like,
Christian Bale or Gerald Butler the one who got
Breath of
with the axe?
oh no, that was a completely different guy.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh yeah, that's a fun movie. We're
Let's
gonna watch.
check
We
it out.
won't spoil anything for
I'm
Louis
not,
here.
I'm not sure if I already watched it because it
It's
was
dragons, let's watch it
an old
anyway.
movie.
Dragons.
So I'm not
cause the
sure
end
if
of the
I-
like
world.
mid
already
2000s, mid 2000s.
Actually, ever
Rain of
watched
Fire?
this stupid movie Dragon Wars?
D-War.
I
Thanks,
watched that.
Hiccup.
I watched that. It gave me. I have to admit though, the designs of the creatures.
Oh,
were
it looked
badass.
awesome. Then, but just everything else, like, hey,
When
was
we
a-
watched it,
There
we
was
watched
a
that movie.
there was a Korean
segment.
flashback that was not subtitled.
We watched it in the theater.
I can't forget
we-
the
it was on the
non-sub-
theater.
we watched it in the theater.
There were like 5 other guys in that theater.
And we're like, oh, flashback, cool, medieval Korea. Where are the subtitles? And then it was a cool movie. I like the design of the main villain
Naga thingy.
cobra thing.
Naga Cobra thing.
And then it killed and ate an elephant in a zoo. I'm not gonna say anymore, but then
That was the epic scene. Remember when he ate that elephant? Yeah, that was awesome.
and then okay, and the acting is so plastic, but at least the creatures look cool.
Actually, honestly saying the acting was plastic is more of a compliment to the acting at that point. It was awful acting. I loved it because I saw the trailers, like, this looks so cool, watch it. This is the most disappointing thing I've ever seen. But hey, action! Actually, and the dragons actually got me into Godzilla.
Gojira!
I love Godzilla. I mean, grew up with that. I watched the old Japanese movies and stuff, and then eventually the 1998 one came out. As a kid, ooh, how come it looks like a T-Rex now? Okay, it's cool. Then later on, as I got to watch more of the movies, well, looking back at it, we'll hold the phone. This guy got taken out by a few jet missiles. When I look at the Japanese one, especially when I got to see the later Japanese movies, wait a minute.
Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, where he got shot by a black hole and lived.
Twice.
He got shot. Yeah, he got shot by a black hole twice. He destroyed the first one with his breath.
No. First one hit him, and it didn't affect him. I think it's because his radiation was too much for it.
Godzilla, the Japanese Chuck Norris.
And when he supposedly died, he regenerated himself from a beating heart.
The Japanese Wolverine.
No, Lobo.
Oh yeah, Lobo's the one who did it.
Lobo, no, because you could kill Wolverine by decapitating him or throwing him in space.
So, Louis, do you ever get into Godzilla too?
Godzilla game?
No, like Godzilla, like the movies.
Yeah.
Godzilla anything.
The previous one.
The one last year?
Yeah.
That was a cool movie.
Oh, that was actually
This is a
nice.
very cute
That was
Godzilla.
What? Got cute Godzilla?
I
What
find
is
it cute.
this gentle-looking Godzilla?
Gentle.
The Godzilla from last year.
Can we use that?
It's relatively gentle looking compared to the
Gentle,
Japanese
yeah.
one.
And it
Actually,
even
gentle.
acts that way
I find it
because
very
he was
cute.
the hero Godzilla
And
from
fluffy.
the
It's
Hanna-Barbera.
It's heroes
It looks
God,
cute and
From the
fluffy.
Hanna-Barbera, like the Hanna-Barbera cartoon Godzilla.
and the
he was being a hero.
Oh gosh, Hanna-Barbera, Godzilla and Godzuki.
I love that cartoon as a
I
kid.
hate Godzuki.
He sounded like a dog mixed with a seal, if I'm correct.
Cool. You know about the Godzilla movie last year? I waited for that movie the moment they announced it at 2005. The moment they announced it,
Was it
holy crap!
2005?
Like,
Because they said that after Godzilla Final Wars. That's an awesome movie, by the way.
The last.
That would be the last That would be the last
2004.
Godzilla movie until the next anniversary. So there was 10 years of no Godzilla.
Wow, talk about the teaser.
I mean, the moment they announced that they'll make a new Godzilla movie in America, and this time closer to the original compared to 1998.
Well, that's not going to be too hard, honestly.
Once I heard that, holy crap! I was following every bit of news over the years as they kept on saying. Even when they changed hands between studios, I was like, then years passed. Like, well, looks like Godzilla ain't gonna come. Then Legendary. There was this leaked teaser trailer by Legendary. What's this? Smoky background. Iconic spikes turns around with the sun against its face and roars and holy crap! This is gonna be coming out 2014, and I was waiting for it. And there were some cool movies in 2014, but that was my number one. I mean, Captain America is cool, but then Godzilla. I was
What's
waiting.
Captain America? Gigantic lizard monster. Actually, when I was once watching the trailers for Cloverfield, I thought Cloverfield was going to be a cover name for the new Godzilla film.
Oh, Cloverfield.
Yeah. I actually thought that was going to be the new Godzilla film because it kind of makes sense. I mean, it's like like New York is like the capital. It's like the American capital, even though it's not. Like how Tokyo is.
Monster coming from the sea.
Yeah. So is this going to be the new Godzilla? I thought that's what's going to be. But
then,
I also kind of hope it wasn't because I don't want to see Godzilla through a camcorder film.
Yeah, exactly. You won't appreciate him. You want to see the guy.
Oh my God! There's his toe. Look at it.
I know the tip of his tail. Oh, wait, I think I could get a close up his nose.
Wait, why did the sun turn blue?
Remember
That's the breath, like that weird energy beams.
Oh man, when the energy beam appeared in last year's movie, I was like, they're gonna have the energy beam. They mentioned it in Comic-Con. They will have the energy beam. Waiting for it. When is it gonna? Holy shoot! Where's this energy sound? spikes are glowing. Holy crap! Holy
At that moment, I just kept on quoting, "It is a thing of beauty."
I mean, here's the thing. We were worried that it was going to be some fire breath.
Some pathetic looking fire breath animation thing.
But then electronic noise charging up, the spikes glowing, and boosh! Holy crap, there's a beam.
Bow down to the king.
And on the way of lizards, what do you think about the new Jurassic Park coming out?
Jurassic
I think
World.
it's cool. I think it's
Gonna come
gonna
out
be
at
cool.
June. Yes.
I trained raptors.
What do you
I
think is
raised them.
The thing,
I love
the
them.
hybrid.
We have
what
a
do you
whole.
think is
I
that?
have a
The
raptor.
Indominus. The
I'm
Indominus
riding
Rex.
with my raptors.
Oh.
Here's the thing.
No way.
Get this. My brother and I here watched all the Jurassic Park movies when we were
Including
small
3,
children.
Which was just why.
I mean, when we were small children, we were like 7, 6. You know, we were 7 and 6, like 5, and and we were always big on dinosaurs. My parents knew that, like, hey, they love dinosaurs. Let's show them Jurassic Park.
You know, and alongside us
Land
watching
Before Time.
Land Before Time and whatnot.
Yes, Land Before Time.
Now,
Oh God, Land Before
Now
Time.
here's the
Of
thing:
course.
most kids, when they watch the movie, they are scared crapless
Of
because
the T-Rex.
of the T-Rex and the Raptors. Us, oh cool! He's the T-Rex eating the lawyer. What's a lawyer?
What's a lawyer? A very scary thing.
Also
Scary
scary. Also, the T-Rex is doing
dinosaur.
something good.
So the T-Rex ate the bad man.
You remember that monster under your bed? Yeah, he's hiding from the lawyer.
We didn't mind the T-Rex ripping people apart. Just like
Ripping?
oh, cool. Ripping people apart.
Like when in Lost World, when the 2 T-Rexes ate the guy who was like trying to save everyone else and
ripped
I
him
ripped
in
it in half. This is what I thought. Oh look, they're sharing. They're husband and wife.
Don't bring these guys for the if there's a dinosaur apocalypse, do not stay with these guys. They'll just be so amused. Let's send Liui out and see what happens.
They'll be very happy
Liui.
to see you eaten by a dinosaur.
But you know about the new Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic World. You mentioned about
The hybrid.
The hybrid.
Yeah.
It's a completely original dinosaur. That dinosaur does not exist in real life. However, that dinosaur is a combination of multiple different meat-eating dinosaurs, and some of these meat-eating dinosaurs are crazy. Among the dinosaurs that this creature is made of, it's made of Giganotosaurus,
Ooh.
Majungasaurus, Rugops, and Carnotaurus. Now, Giganotosaurus is one crazy dinosaur.
Biggest
this thing is
carnivore in
South America.
In South America or the Cretaceous period?
South America. It's still Spinosaurus aegyptiacus is the largest. Now here's the thing. Giganotosaurus is bigger than T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Alright?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing about Giganotosaurus though. It hunted in packs.
Ooh.
And you know what it hunted every day? Sauropods, the long neck dinosaurs.
long necks.
It hunted that all the time. That's what it specialized on hunting. And this thing's bigger than T-Rex, and it hunted in groups. Usually the packs would range up to 10 to 15 members at that time.
Like,
Wow,
imagine that. Imagine like 10 things bigger than T-Rex with giant, again, big heads, giant mouths of teeth. They're hunting in packs against these giant, really long, like 50...
100 foot.
Oh yeah, 100 foot. 100 foot long. 100 foot long. Like I think about maybe 50 stories.
No, about 50 feet tall sauropods.
Sauropods.
Actually, for me, you know what's the most amazing thing I'm looking forward to in the new movie?
What?
The raptors don't have feathers.
Yes.
I mean, the raptors, Velociraptors in like in Jurassic Park 3, they had feathers because Velociraptors actually had feathers.
Yes.
Yeah, but
in Jurassic World, they said, you know what? Take out the feathers. Why? It just didn't work. I know it's accurate, but it just didn't work. And I was so happy to see, oh my god, they don't have feathers anymore.
Exactly. And
This is so historically inaccurate, but I don't care.
And anyway, everybody knows that the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park are not exactly accurate. Like, remember in the first movie that dinosaur with the flail,
Dilophosaurus.
Yes.
the one that shot the venom.
Is that
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah.
Now, in real life, Dilophosaurus in the first movie, that did not shoot Venom. No dinosaur in prehistory ever shot Venom. And it did not have that frill.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Most people would think that the creature in the first movie was an adult. It's not.
It's a baby.
It's a baby. It's a
No
juvenile.
baby.
That even in Jurassic Park, they mentioned that the Dilophosaurus in the first movie is just a juvenile.
How big did it get?
It can get to 20 feet. So imagine a venom spitting thing
20 feet.
20 feet.
Like
long.
bigger, like I think that's as. Is this as tall as? Is that as tall as the house?
This one?
Yeah.
A little taller than that, yeah.
Oh,
And it could shoot venom.
Then Jurassic
I really look forward to what they're gonna do with Jurassic World. I was waiting for this when they said that they're gonna be making a 4th Jurassic Park movie. This is the other movie I was really waiting for a second.
Oh, I am waiting for this one, but
I mean, cool fact. They mentioned there's gonna be a T-Rex in the movie, right? Cool trivia I found out.
it's the same one.
It's the same one from the first movie.
Oh.
The T-Rex in Jurassic World is the fun from the very first.
actually the one I found in about that T-Rex, for some reason, for the longest time we saw it as a villain. Then for some reason, like, oh, he's the hero. He ate the raptors.
Exactly right. As kids, even if he was eating the people, we didn't mind it. We thought he was cool. And then at the end part, that when he saved everyone from the raptors, oh, he's the hero of the movie.
like
Jurassic Park was about him. It was never about Dr. Grant and those kids.
we enjoyed everything before that, even as he murdered the lawyer. Then the raptor scene came, and we were hyped. We were hype as crap.
But there's one thing though I actually noticed coming back to it that I didn't understand.
What?
Remember in like the scene where the T-Rex finally broke through the fences and things?
Yes.
Why is it the next time we see that the T-Rex can walk out through it, but next scene
There was
it's
it was a
cliff?
deep cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Actually, I
an
watched it again,
inconsistency.
like, why is there a cliff now? It's like, I didn't realize as a kid, like, hey, this is awesome. See as an adult. Where does this cliff come from?
Exactly right. That's the.
And so, like, why do you need this high a fence for a cliff?
It actually makes sense being the T-Rex, right? But then,
Could the T-Rex climb with those tiny arms?
Nope.
nope. Though in the video games, it could jump.
I don't remember that.
The Lost World video game that was a platformer where you could eat things.
And play as the T-Rex.
You can jump. Like, literally, you could jump.
And there's a Jurassic Park fighting game. Jurassic Park Warpath. You could use the T-Rex and other stuff.
Yes. Yes.
I have never seen ones.
I've never
My Jurassic Park games was, you either play as the Raptor or Dr. Grant.
The ones we're mentioning are PS1.
You're...
Okay, in fairness, my PlayStation 1 was pretty much Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, and like a whole bunch of other JRPGs.
The PlayStation 1.
I had PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4.
My PlayStation 1 is more of Monster Hunter.
Monster.
I had Monster Hunter, but I think I got pulled into Pokemon by Nintendo, and it's like, I'm gonna leave this now.
Well, Monster Hunter's on Nintendo now.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, like, so far the most feature-filled and best Monster Hunter game so far, only on 3DS.
They're making me hype to buy something. I've been staring at the 3DS for like years, trying to tell myself, do I want to spend money on a Pokemon machine?
Do I have to?
Well, put it
I
this
just saw
way.
it like, I want to play Pokemon. What else? I don't know. I don't care. But with Monster Hunter, it's like Pokemon, but different.
And Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds is a really good game.
Oh no, the Legend of Zelda games are genuinely nice, except for Wind Waker, which I found kind of
Yeah, but again, if you like the idea of Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds is a really good game.
do I like Zelda? I wonder if I like, the Lord of the Rings, the Legend of Zelda thing. Considering, I have the Hyrule Historia, and like the fan-made one, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
The fan-made ones were detailed?
Oh, the fan-made one's fantastic. Like, this one is nice because it actually gives you the technical details and the lore that the guys made, but the fan-made one actually has really nice art in it.
Sweet.
And is surprisingly more accurate for some reason.
And detailed.
Accurate in the sense that they follow their rules, because there are actually some mistakes on this book.
Yeah.
But that's not pointed out to me until one of my friends who also has the book pointed out, like, oh my god, you're right, those things are wrong. Why is it wrong?
Oh, you heard of the new Zelda TV
Netflix.
show coming out in Netflix?
Yeah, I am excited and very scared because last time I saw Zelda on a TV show was the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Excuse me, princess.
When
we actually-
Link was brown-haired.
And a complete
And there were only
douchebag.
two pieces of
Actually,
the
back
Triforce.
then, when we watched it,
He was
as
a
kids,
complete douchebag, though.
we could never
Yeah.
remember his name.
Link?
Yeah.
We only thought, oh, it's Zelda. But but that was our favorite segment of that show.
That was
Mario Brothers.
Really?
show.
I like the Mario Brothers segment.
Well, to be fair,
I mean, I love it when he gets a power up from eating spaghetti. I think that's what made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
That's how spaghetti became your favorite food.
Yes, actually, that's
And how he climbs walls using that plumber.
Oh yeah, use
the
the plunger.
plunger.
So Louis, can you relate to this, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show?
Yeah, a little.
It had like a dragon head and these two Italian guys.
The Mario.
We are
The Mario Brothers.
To the Mario team.
You can actually find the entire season on YouTube.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You can actually find the
It
whole
showed in
season.
the ADC
And
before.
dance and
They
some
even
other
jump
lyrics
into the
that were to the tune of
Yeah.
And
Super
then
Mario
they
Brothers
became
theme song.
cartoons. And
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, and then I still remember I watched both,
Yeah, I remember.
all three of the Sonic cartoons.
It's an interesting show.
Which one's this?
I thought we were
The
talking
Mario-
about the Mario Brothers show.
Mario.
Oh yeah, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yes.
It was an awesome thing. I mean, it was live action Super Mario
Yes.
Brothers, and it's right before the Super Mario Brothers movie. So I thought, oh god, the
Super
Super Mario Brothers movie. It's gonna be so
was very
cool.
different.
That was
It's
as a
really
kid, like,
weird.
Yeah, it's really
I don't
weird.
understand what's
I
going
mean,
on.
there's dinosaur men, and
They're actually turning the prisoners into dinosaur men.
Yeah, and then
And
like
then
the Goombas
Mar-
were people, and
Mario and Luigi are brothers.
No.
Oh, they have this
Luigi is
gravity boots.
the nephew.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
imprisoned by these gravity boots that they were.
yep.
And they never had any of the stuff from the games.
But the
Ever.
one that
It's-
actually,
it's like it ended up like I don't know, like G.I.
weird.
Joe something. It's like
no, but I also remember. When's the first time you found out the full name of like the Mario Brothers?
Never.
Mario, and Luigi Mario. That's their actual name. It's Mario, and Luigi Mario.
Right in the movie.
Yes.
Correct.
No, that's canon. They said, "Wow, that's an insane name." You think like you're Mario, you're
Mario.
Luigi Mario.
Mario.
But I had these before, just Mario and Green Mario.
Yeah. That was the Mario Brothers arcade game, right?
Yep, you can.
No,
be
I
Mario or
remember
Green
when
Mario.
you and I were
Luigi
kids,
didn't have a
we
name.
automatically knew it was Luigi, the green one.
Oh yeah. But
I only used Luigi because of Mario Brothers 3. That was it, because his name was there.
I think it's because of the
we knew it because
Super
of
Show.
it's either the Super Show or the Super Show in relation to our experiences playing Super Mario World.
Oh, right.
We didn't really do anything with the NES. We did stuff with the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis.
So, Lyron, did you grow up with Mario or Sonic? Mario, Sonic,
Mario.
Crash Bandicoot?
Mario.
Crash Bandicoot. Okay.
Mario.
Wow, you're not
Crash.
alone. Louis likes Crash Bandicoot.
Mario and Crash
Mario and Game
Bandicoot.
Boy.
Did you play Warped?
What I enjoy most is the racing.
Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
Which one? Like Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Kart Racing?
No,
Crash
the
Team
Crash Team Racing.
Crash Team
The one with
Racing.
the power drift.
Yeah.
Power
Wow.
slide.
It's really
Did any of you guys play Crash Bash?
Yeah.
No.
I did, but not that much.
It's really just a. It's
I was a
really
gamer
just a party.
before,
It's
yeah.
really just a
Oh no,
party game.
and everyone has been a gamer. Be
Yeah.
it like I mean, being a gamer doesn't mean simply playing video games. It is a number of things, from tabletop cards.
Exactly.
Everyone's been a gamer.
PlayStation.
I miss playing cow.
If you wonder what Cow is, that's a tabletop game that I worked on before. I am still working on it. But yeah, I mean, I was been a gamer, and Crash Bandicoot, that is something. Yeah, if you're a PS guy, Crash Bandicoot, they were trying to press him right as the mascot, since Sega had Sonic,
They
and
were
Nintendo
The only
had-
other one for PlayStation at the time possibly was Spyro.
Not possibly.
Actually,
He was Spyro,
thought
and
it was
they
Spyro.
sold both of them to Activision.
Oh yeah, they did.
And
No,
then
to Universal first. Then Universal bought a majority stake in Activision, and Universal gave Spyro and Crash to Activision.
I miss the old Spyro. I mean, Spyro was cool before. I remember when we played Ripto's Rage over and over again. Especially, we loved it, especially when he got the Fireball power
I
up.
played that game. Yeah, Fireball power up, which like I got the permanent version, which can only be done if you complete the game 100%. I was that into Spyro, like so into it. Like I spent literally whole days and up to like 12 in the evening, 1 in the morning, like starting from 8 a.m. all the way to like 12 in
One
midnight,
time-
just playing that game.
One time before our school sports fest, we were supposed to go early to a place, but we woke up extra early so we could play Spyro
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
and Digimon.
Oh yeah, that's the thing we did. We woke up at 3 a.m. We woke up at 3 a.m. just so we could play video games before going to school events.
I'm curious. Like, how long did you try playing video games? Like one session?
12 hours.
Okay, not so bad.
Yeah.
Mine
remember-
is just 1 hour.
Wow.
Maybe.
Okay.
Let me guess. T.
Okay,
You're like.
Yeah, try the, okay, before I was like playing Counter-Strike like professionally, how long?
Maybe like 22 hours.
That's actually pretty close.
3 days consecutive.
That is when I was doing Counter-Strike.
whole
Because
day.
we had like a series of like ranked matches.
Darn.
So that was Counter-Strike. But
Did you at
Counter-Strike.
least have the opportunity to go to the restroom?
Yeah. Or
I had
even
a bucket.
sleep. No! It's too much.
Holy flip.
At least you were able to defecate.
Red alert.
No,
That
you're
made
just
me-
like on like sugar and you're just trying to stay up. You don't get to eat.
No, I said defecate.
No, I didn't eat, so there's no solids. There's nothing to get out there.
Okay.
I think I experienced that when I was like playing Red Alert.
Oh my god,
The
Red
Red
Westwood, the first one.
Westwood Red Alert.
Yes.
That is the first RTS I ever played. Was Red
That's
Alert.
too awesome.
We played Red Alert on the PlayStation 1.
Which was so trippy.
Yes.
That's sad.
I mean, it's
So
interesting.
Tanya Adams.
It's okay.
Alright, okay. Tanya Adams is actually, I think, one of my first like video game crushes because she seemed so amusing, and she was one of the first characters that actually had definition.
Really?
I did not really go into the Tomb Raider series. Like I only got into Tomb Raider, I think, late high school.
I didn't enjoy playing Tomb Raider. I'm sorry, guys.
I don't know. I found Tomb Raider like it was very different from what I was playing. Like I have to think and do things. This is too difficult.
The only what put me off was like there is no background music. No, like literally. That was one of the things that put me off of playing certain games back in the day in the PS1 era. No background music. The chance I will
remember
continue
there's this
playing this
one-
game is pretty low.
There's even this one creepy first-person medieval first-person.
I think that was
What?
Kingsfield.
No, isn't it Undying?
I forgot, but you start in a castle and you're supposed to find a weapon. I think you get a sword.
Yeah, it's Undying.
Oh, okay. Because when we started playing that, I remember I was the first between
And you
us
have the-
playing that.
You have the third
Like
eye.
we were just going first 2 levels and there's no music.
Is it the one with
and
the
you're
third
just
eye?
these ambient noises. Holy frick! This is too creepy. I am done. I'm just going to go back to
yeah, and
Digimon.
then- yeah, I think that's. Is it the game with,
Mommy, I want to go back to Digimon World. The medieval castle is scary.
is it the game where you have
Please give me
you have to
back.
check the paintings in the wall
Yes.
and then they change it to a horrible painting?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Undying.
Holy flip!
Yep.
Actually no. We didn't know that because we never
We never read the title.
we never wanted to go any further than that.
Yeah.
Just first
It's
level
really
and like,
freaky.
holy crap!
There's no background music. This is either really scary or really poorly made. Either way, I'm not going further.
And it's a first person.
But actually, for me, music only became a really big thing. I mean, I love the music of Sonic,
Yeah.
but the one that actually mattered the most to me was actually when I started playing RPGs, where I felt like the music really set the tone for lots of places.
Exactly right. Like when you go into different zones or
Not just even the dialogue spoken because they changed they changed the music. I mean, when I
yeah,
played
exactly.
Sonic, there's music for the stage. Yes, as you can tell, Liui, Lyron, I'm a Sonic guy. I
We're
like Mario,
Sonic
but I grew up
guys.
Sonic. You can tell I actually have a Sonic that's still not removed from the box over here.
Me.
It's right behind the Yuffie, which is my favorite character in Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
It's still Sonic here from Generations.
I'm a Rockman man. I'm a Rockman boy.
Rockman. Also, it knows.
Alright.
Oh, is it Rockman or Mega Man?
Rockman X. 'Cause
X.
Rockman's-
I love X.
Yes.
X. Boom.
X. Oh man.
Rockman is Japanese. Mega Man is an American adaptation.
I remember.
I love. We love X.
My favorite mascots all happen to be blue.
So, Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi Man.
Oh,
I mean, there was a
Pepsi's
Mega
awesome.
Man
Yeah.
cartoon.
Yeah, Super Fighting Robot. That's just bullshit. Sorry.
Though the when
just
X
move.
guest
No.
starred though.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, we
but
have-
X was overpowered.
Yeah.
He owned all the wily robots.
Like, I'm from the future, so you're all puny weaklings to me.
Oh, did you ever see? Remember that thing, Death Battle?
Yes.
Did you ever see Dr. Light versus Dr. Robotnik?
Yes.
Wait, Dr. Wily versus Dr. Robotnik? Yeah, I remember one. Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic. He kills everyone.
Did you ever watch that Lyron Liui? The Death Battle series? It's like this online series where they get like different characters and they try to figure out who would win.
Is it in YouTube?
Oh yeah, it's YouTube.
Yes.
We can watch that after the podcast.
Like, they did, like,
I
top-
think I know that, but
There were some
The
cool
most
battles like Goku versus Superman.
yeah.
the Goku
okay,
vs
okay.
Superman, the most controversial.
And then, I don't know, like, they also did one recently that I found so interesting because it was so surprising. I found it so surprising.
Toph versus.
The result of Toph versus Gara. I was really surprised.
I was surprised more by Kirby versus was it Cell?
No,
not Cell.
Boo.
Boo.
Magi-
Boo, like
Magi Boo.
Boo going all the way to Kid Boo.
I think what scared me most is wow, Kirby was actually tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really played the Kirby game, so my concept of Kirby was whatever I saw from Super Smash Brothers.
Like a fluffy.
And I thought, oh, he's a fluffy guy who transforms. That's so cute.
Not
Then when I learned about him, like, okay, he's a very, very crazy, slightly maniacal character.
Sadomasochist. You should check out Sonic for Hire. They play on that for Kirby's character.
Huh.
Like it's on Machinima series by
Oh,
Machinima.
okay.
Oh man, what's this? And they also have these shorter segments. 1 minute melee.
Oh, the 1 minute melee is fun. I mean, that one's just pure entertainment.
Yes.
So I really
Though
enjoyed the pair-ups.
I didn't understand why they made a 1 minute melee for a battle. They also did a death battle on. I'm talking about Deadpool versus Deathstroke having both 1 minute melee
Oh, they have a 1 minute melee?
and a death battle.
I think it was highly requested.
I have to watch. Don't tell me how that one ended because I actually did not watch.
Which one? Both?
I know how the proper one went.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Deadpool is awesome.
yes,
Yeah,
because
And interestingly enough, I remember
that's the same healing factor
when
as Wolverine.
when Deadpool first was made in the comics, man, everybody thought initially, and even the creator said that he was supposed to be a parody on Spider-Man.
He actually reminds me a lot of Spider-Man because both of them have that mouth.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the design of their
Design.
costume,
Posture.
it looks very similar. In fact, Deadpool had a comic book cover that parodied the first issue of Spider-Man,
Yeah.
I think. So everybody thought he was like a perversion of Spider-Man. I mean, back then in the 90s, I never knew about Deathstroke. The first time I encountered Deathstroke was Slade from Teen Titans. Then later on,
Actually, that one's insane. If you watch the Teen Titans series, you never understand why Slade hates them so much.
Yeah.
Yes,
Until you actually read the comics and you understand why, and it's pretty messed up.
yes, and
Exactly.
and also you won't understand why he has such an obsession over Robin.
Yeah. It's never explained,
Unless
so at
the-
best you think he's
You
just a
watch
really,
the
really creepy.
Son of Batman.
Yes.
Not just Son of Batman. Also, if you read the original comics, why he really has this vendetta against the Teen Titans.
because
Dun dun dun. Obviously, it's not a spoiler because obviously it's like a really old comic. If you didn't read it, you're probably not gonna read it anyway.
They were involved with the death of his son.
Yeah. The Teen Titans killed the son of Slade's son. And that's why he really has a vendetta against them. And he's looking to transform Robin to take the place more as he final, like, a bit of revenge.
His revenge is basically making Robin into his son.
So, if they probably never talked about that in Teen Titans because, that seems pretty messed
That's
up. Like,
pretty messed
oh, yeah,
up.
these kids just straight up murdered this kid. Like, oh, okay. This is not a kid's show anymore. I mean, Raven was pretty dark, but they never really.
Though I have to say that in the cartoon.
Oh, Raven is awesome.
Yep.
She is awesome.
Yeah, exactly right. No, I have
Starfire
to say,
just seems so valley girlish. I mean, she was cute, but like.
It was either that or go with the original comic origin, which was pretty NSFW if you think about it.
They're going to
Oh,
release a Kotobukiya of Raven.
Based off.
the Kotobuki
Comics or Teen Titans
Shunya
cartoon?
design.
figurines.
Shunya
Okay.
Yamato.
Shunya. So where did he base his design from?
I think from the comics.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I still remember the show. Though I find out that they're very different from the comic book
Oh,
incarnations.
they are very, very
in
different.
character and everything.
Like, actually, the
Well,
bigger
Guardians of the Galaxy is different. Apparently, Big Hero 6, because I know the comic. Actually, People Surprise there is a comic, Big Hero 6.
Yeah, there's
And
nothing
that's why I wasn't
similar
immediately going to
except
watch the movie, because
San
I
Francisco.
know the comics though. Until I think it was Lyron, or was it you, Louis, who mentioned that it has nothing
Yeah.
to do with the, like really?
Very
It's
different.
very
Isn't
different
the
from the
old-
comic books. In fact, there's a character in the Big Hero 6 comics that is relatively well known for those who know X-Men and those who watched Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Sunfire.
Sunfire. I mean, he was part of the team. I was...
Sunfire, like one of those ones like, don't worry, Spider-Man will give you a boost, like when Spider-Man saved the Fantastic Four from losing the series.
and when Spider-Man and his amazing friends fought Loki.
I don't remember that one.
There's an episode when they
They fought Loki?
fought Loki and Thor was with them.
Wait, question. Are we live right now?
No. Not at all.
Okay.
We can't afford that.
No, we'll only be able to afford that once we have once we have the camera. But we're like short a few $1,000s.
Nothing's gonna happen. Plus, honestly, like, this is a recording, and we will. Yes, you guys do not realize this is recording. So if you're trying to tweet him for questions, that's not gonna happen.
No, we don't have a live stream set up. We don't have a live stream set up. We can't
And
afford
plus,
one right
I
now.
don't
One
want to
day.
stream right now because we're not in the best setup right now. We are way too comfy to look professional.
One day, you see your stuff.
I'll
We're just chilling here.
I'll give myself a year.
No, don't be so optimistic.
I'm kind of being serious about the year thing, though. Since I'm practically building my setup around the idea.
Oh, okay.
Like we had that discussion earlier. So to prepare for future things, especially since the new place is going. Our new place is going to be even farther away than it is for you to get to our place now.
Alright. Hey, Louis, Lyron, thank you for being guest with us. Is there anything else you want to say?
Thank you too.
Okay, that's a thank you from Louis. And Lyron, what you want to tell
I hope you
like
guys
the 10
had fun.
like
I
310
hope
listeners?
you enjoyed it. 'Cause
Yes.
we really did enjoy the talk we had right now.
Okay, thank you. And hey,
I'm more of a listener, so I really enjoyed, having.
don't worry. Next time you come to Cebu, I'll make sure I feed you right, and you'll be more energetic.
Yeah, but I need to check your
This is
Dragon
the
Book.
most energetic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, trust me. When I'm gonna bring you to the right good food. You try.
vodka.
Oh, vodka's the thing. But hey, you tried the ice cream sandwich, so you know I know the good food.
What ice creams? What is this ice cream?
I
sandwich?
definitely
What ice cream sandwich?
Oh, I'll show you that one later. Anyway, thanks guys, and hey,
Thank you so much.
guys, be sure to check out the other shows besides Bodega Nights, such as Third World Gaming,
Third World Linux.
Third World Linux, the Sunstar Podcast, and our coming videos. And hey, be sure to check out Lyron. And Louis kind of new. Maybe you don't know him, but you should check him out too.
Yeah, he's on the.